AEW has the best young heels under the age of 30. And I'll tell you the reasons why I feel that way after the fallout to one of the greatest professional wrestling pay-per-views in years, a top 5 for AEW. Welcome back, everybody. It's Screw the Script, and your host, as always, Maverick. Thanks for joining me this Tuesday. I'm back Tuesday for another top turnbuckle topic, which we'll get to in just a minute. If you're new here over the last 24 hours, because I gained, I think, like 32 new subscribers, so thank you. And thank you to all of you who have been hyping my video, liking and commenting and subscribing. It really helps the algorithm on my channel. So continue that. Continue to like and comment this video, share this video, hype the video. It really helps. Ever since I've been utilizing the hype feature the last 5 or 6 videos now, I've gained well over 100 subscribers, and it's thanks to you guys, so thank you very much. And for those of you who are new here to the SGS Society, welcome aboard. We go against the script that says that AEW is going to fail. There's a lot of AEW haters out there. We're here to join and rebel against those people and say, you know what? No, you're dead wrong. And Sunday night's pay-per-view really proved that. It was one of the best pay-per-views ever for AEW. Top 5 for me as I sat on it for 24 hours since it last happened, or over 24 hours since it happened. There is one big thing, one big topic for this week's edition of the Top Turnbuckle Topic that I want to talk about. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Top turnbuckle topic. It's time to swoop. Mav's got the scoop. It's the top turnbuckle topic.
The top turnbuckle topic. Before I get to that, I also forgot to mention one other thing. I'll show right up here. Back on the 14th, I got to 200,000 total views on this channel. Again, thank you very much, especially to all of you OGs that have been watching my channel for many months. I've been on YouTube for just a little over 15 months, and the fact that I'm on my way very quickly to 2,000 subscribers, over 200,000 views, it is wonderful to see, and again, that's all thanks to you guys. For the top turnbuckle topic, we're going to talk about the heels in AEW, why I feel like they're the best young heels in all of pro wrestling, specifically one in particular. I'll quickly go over the other two, and then I've got an additional fourth, like an extra. He's not under the age of 30, but Swerve Strickland, goddamn, did he have a great match against Bandito. That dude is great on the mic, whether he's heel or face, and I'm very excited to see where he goes. Kyle Fletcher, we all saw him. He's also under the age of 30. I think he's 28 now, somewhere around there. 27, 28. He comes back, screws over Takeshita. Why, Kyle? Why is what a lot of people are thinking. And that is some great fucking heel work right there. And then the obvious one, MJF, who is 30. So I guess not quite under 30, but he just turned 30 not long ago. So I'm counting him in here, and he is by far the greatest heel in all of pro wrestling, period, right now. He is now a 3-time AEW champ. He's just behind Jon Moxley, who has a record right now at 4. And I guarantee you that MJF, before the end of next year, he will either tie or surpass that with 5. And he is a fantastic heel who just now turned 30 recently. There's not much else to say about him. You guys obviously get the point, MJF. You don't need to say much to know and to believe that he is the best in the game right now at heel work. But the main person on this video, the biggest of the 4 that I have here that are under the age of 30, is Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight, at the very end of Double or Nothing, comes out, seems like he's going to save Darby Allin, but then while Darby was about to get stretchered away, he pulls off a huge-ass UFO splash from the top turnbuckle out to the outside of the ring, onto Darby Allin while he was still on the stretcher, and then he just looked very stoic and almost expressionless, and he shares on his socials just 3 dots. We saw Mike Bailey, his tag partner in Jet Speed, say fuck on his, I think it was actually on his vlog that he uploads on YouTube. It really is long-term storytelling, as going back to Swerve Strickland, if you guys remember, months ago now, back in early January, right at the top of the new year, 4 months ago, he called out Kevin Knight saying that he's the future, but he's not the present. A little bit after that, Kevin Knight shares future, huh? This has been a slow build. Yet again, great storytelling by AEW, long-term storytelling. They are just proving the doubters wrong, the AEW haters wrong, that they can't tell storylines, that they can't do long-term storyline. They can. Kevin Knight, God, can you imagine what we're going to get from him for heel promos? The dude has it all. He's got the charisma. He's got the body. He's got the talent in ring. He's got the mic work down already. And he speaks in third person, which I think is hilarious. And it works for him. And I think he's going to be a fantastic heel for AEW going forward. And I'm very excited to see what Kevin Knight does. Does he start a feud right away with Darby? Do we see Mike Bailey side with him or turn against him? Do they feud? Who's going to be his next challenger for the TNT Championship? It is just packed with all kinds of questions, and it brings the viewer to want to watch more. And Kevin Knight, 28 years old, he might be 29 now, under the age of 30. I mean, these four guys, again, Swerve Strickland isn't under the age of 30, but he moves around like he is. And MJF just turned 30. But you got Fletcher, you got Kevin Knight, who's now heel. There's others in AEW that are also young that are great heels. Jack Perry was a heel at one point. He's back to face. He's under the age of 30. There is a lot of talent in AEW under the age of 30 and a lot of great heels under the age of 30. And those reasons are why I truly feel like they are the best in the business. AEW's got the best young heels under the age of 30. And then you got Will Ospreay, who is not much older than Kevin Knight, only by a few years or so, I think. He goes out to say, "Thank you for the love, New York. Couldn't ask for a better first stop for my road to Wembley. In 3 months, we remember the sound." Long-term storytelling, I feel like we are going to see Ospreay take that belt off MJF at Wembley. And then there's Kevin Knight. Going back to Kevin Knight, I think he's going to be one of the first to feud with Will Ospreay. If it's not Swerve Strickland, maybe we see the two of them align with each other. Maybe we see both of them join the Hurt Syndicate, and then they got a 5-man stable that is lethal under MVP. Let me know down below your thoughts on my top turnbuckle topic on AEW having the best young heels under the age of 30, and more specifically on Kevin Knight now turning heel. MJF is going to be on the 3-hour special that we have tomorrow, Dynamite Collision. It's in Philadelphia, so it should be another electric crowd like we got for Double or Nothing. That New York crowd was peak. It was generational. It was one of the best crowds AEW's ever wrestled in front of. I sure hope that New York, that general area anyway, gets all in next year. It seems like AEW is going back and forth between a US location and Wembley, as last year it was Texas, this year it's back to Wembley. Maybe next summer it'll be somewhere else in the US, not Texas. I'm gunning for New York. You could do LA, you could do Chicago, any one of the major cities that is great pro wrestling cities, that's where you gotta do it. Other quick AEW news before we get to my DDT segment. AEW Redemption pay-per-view has been announced. We saw them trademark the name like a little over a month ago, 2 months ago maybe. It's going to be Sunday, July 26th in Montreal, the Bell Center with 21,000 capacity. This could be another huge show for AEW, and I genuinely think with how hot their product is right now, they will have no problem selling the 21,000 tickets as long as they can book the show in advance. Maybe we do see some huge title match for MJF right away leading into this before he ultimately loses it to Will Ospreay. Maybe he faces Kenny Omega one last time. I see people saying that they want it to be Omega and Ospreay. If that happened, maybe this is where Omega takes it. But then I don't think you take it off Omega a month later for Ospreay. So I'm still sticking with MJF and Ospreay for All In. But let me know down below what you think the card's going to be for Redemption. I'd like to read your guys' ideas. And then, of course, going back to AEW having the best young heels in the game, MJF immediately taking heel work in account here. He responds to this Redemption show saying, "Can't wait to go back to the frozen wasteland." And his own wife down below says, hey prick, do not forget that your wife is from Canada. And he goes, I try to every day. Even, I mean, he never breaks character. He is so damn good. I can't wait for Redemption. Let me know what you think about it down below. The only news that I have for WWE, I saw that Penta had a good title match against Devon, and he's actually been doing really well with title defenses. So a little bit of props there, but something that made me laugh is apparently WWE is interested in FTR as AEW contract approaches option year. If I was FTR, I would stay far, far away from that shit. Do not go back to that cesspool that's WWE, especially under TKO. You want to go back to that Uchiha bullshit. You don't want to go back to being wasted on the tag team card. They have nobody. They're apparently trying to get back Enzo and Big Cass, as Big Bill is ending his contract, I believe, in June. And I don't think he's re-signing, so they may get those two back, but they were mid at best in ring together 8 years ago. Now they're both in their 40s, I believe. So that's all they have to show for it. And I don't think FTR should ever go back to WWE. Their home is AEW. They are great tag team champs. I think 3-time tag champs. They lost it to Cage and Cope. But please, FTR, do not go back. And now, on to my DDT segment. I have one only for you guys today, but it's a good one, and it's related to Double or Nothing. This one really made me laugh, and it just goes to show you that a lot of these AEW haters don't watch the product weekly because they don't realize how this affects matches, and you'll see what I mean in a second right up here. This person, FG on X, says MJF survives coffin drop by Darby Allin from the scaffolding, then another one from the top turnbuckle, yet he wins with the basic super tombstone pile driver. First off, what the hell is the phrase basic super tombstone pile driver? It's not basic. That's rarely ever done, and when it is done, it's usually a match ender, and it was. And again, your dumbass probably doesn't watch weekly and didn't realize that Darby Allin defended the belt not once, not twice, not 3, 4, 5, 6 times before facing MJF in a stretch of 5 weeks. Of course, he's battered and bruised, and he lost. For those reasons, FG, you are this video's DDT. That's all I had on this episode of Screw Stripped. Let me know down below your thoughts on my top turnbuckle topic on the heels in AEW being the best there is at the young age that they are. And specifically Kevin Knight, where do you think he goes with his heel work? What are your thoughts on Redemption? Let me know down below. As always, this is Maverick with Screw the Script. Thanks for watching.